professional. Oh, we vibing.
We vibing, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I don't know.
Caught a vibe.
Baby, are you coming for the ride? Jesus. No, I forgot that trend even existed. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To your weekly TIFU Digest.
Yep.
Yeah. My weekend's been weird. I had a long weekend. I go back to work. For those wondering, we're recording on a Monday. I had an event on Sunday night when we usually record. So I go back to work tomorrow after it. Like I went to California.
Yep.
Which, watch the podcast next week on Tuesday. Get to talk about my experiences with that. Tucson crossfaded, baby.
Sticking blitzes, bro. Sticking
blitzes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But I had that trip come back and then like a long weekend, like 4-day weekend. So it's been weird. Like, It's also been too cold here to get out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like tomorrow, as of recording this tomorrow, it's supposed to be a high of 2.
A high of 2.
You heard exactly what I said.
Holy.
And we're supposed to get about a foot of snow.
Nice.
Yeah. I made the choice to live here.
Meanwhile, tomorrow it's going to be like 50 here.
Yeah. I made that choice.
That's on him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The springs and summers and falls are lit. The winter fucking sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? An ad read. Hey, segues, baby. Hey. Caught a vibe. You already know what it is. We're partnered with Into the AM proudly, in fact. Thankful every day that we get to rock all the dope merchandise that they've got going on, like basic tees like this, hats like that. You've seen what we rock. I mean, we've got a whole collection of stuff that we wear, and you too can also wear the exact same stuff that we rock or something else that you might like by going to the link in the description, in the pinned comment, into the am.com/lousy. And when you get there, what can they do, Sam?
Well, if you use our code LOUSY at checkout, that's LOUSY, you get an additional 10% off on top of whatever sale they're running on whatever you're buying. So like they're doing like anniversary sales, pack sales, mystery sales all the time. So not only can you save some sweet money on that, but then you throw an R code on top of that and get a little extra something. And so you can look real good and save some money. So definitely go and do that. Yes,
absolutely. So again, into the am.com/lousy, into the am.com/lousy. Links in the pinned comment and in the description. While you're down there, click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Stay up to date on all things lousy with us. Join the lousy listeners. We upload 3 times a week. We would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you'd like, drop a comment down below of your favorite story of today as you watch along. Or if you have nothing you want to say at all, just drop your favorite emote, because engagement helps us get out to YouTubes. What? Anyways, today we once again find ourselves in a predicament, Sam.
Indeed.
Of none other than a TIF update. So, usually, usually we give you 4 stories, but today you get 5. Did you just like Michael Jackson? What did you? Oh, the corner of my eye looked like you went.
No, I was adjusting my hat simultaneously, so no, I was not trying to hee up on out of here or anything.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we have 5 stories, and the first one is a long one. We're gonna jump right on in. You already know what it is. It's usually 4, 3, 2, and 1, but it's 5, 3, 2, 1.
It's still basically 4, 3, 2, 1. We just have an update, which is going to be
4, 3, 2, 1.
A big one.
Yeah, ending on a high note every week. Let's jump into the first story of this week. Coming in at number 4. Today I fucked up by forgetting that Reddit is only as anonymous as you make it and blowing up my relationship with my family over it. Yikes. Wow. Down with the ship, I suppose. Obligatory. This isn't technically today. Really, this is more like I've been kind of dumb for like 10 years, but hey, buckle in. It's a long one. All right. Yeah. 5-point harness. All right.
It's not going down. Sir?
Suck. My childhood was exceptionally isolated. When I was about 5 years old, we moved to the top of a mountain in the middle of the desert. Ostensibly, hey, I got it right. Because of my parents wanted their eventual 11 children to grow up free and wild, but also because extremely traditional Catholicism tends to stick for children when those children have absolutely no contact with reality. We would descend the mountain for church on Sundays, and then once a month we would join other Catholic homeschoolers for a morning at a local park. And some years we did 4-H, but that was about the extent of my socialization. I was unhappy, but I was never quite sure why, and my parents were always very quick to explain that my unhappiness was what was a result of the devil or spiritual attack.
The devil.
Enter the internet. The glorious, populated, community-filled internet. As an older teen, I began doing some classes online, and I got an ancient brick of a laptop to help with that. And naturally, I eventually found Reddit. Finally, I had found a place where I could have community with other people, and nobody would ever have to know I was an awkward homeschooler with a terrible long skirt and an awful haircut. I started in the Catholicism Reddit subreddit and tended to keep it open in one page in case my parents walked in, but then in another page I would explore. And oh, the freedom of exploration. I learned history and science. I joined fandoms and discovered podcasters. I learned interesting terms like bisexual and even saw pornography for the first time. I talked to other people who weren't homeschooled or sheltered or even Catholic. Not gonna lie, I said some bullshit. For the first solid 6 years that I was here, I was drinking that Catholic Kool-Aid hard. If you look far enough back at my history, you'll find a homophobic, transphobic, religious bigot. Honestly, hella cringe. I also had a habit of occasionally complaining about the things my family did, especially as I began to realize just how desperately abnormal and unhealthy my childhood was. Word to the wise, kids, don't post your family drama on your main. It will eventually come back to bite you in the ass. Eventually, with time and love and joining the real world, I grew out of that cringe. I left the Catholic Church once I finally realized the depths of its misogyny, racism, and corruption. I realized that the fun word bisexual described me and started meeting with other queer people and found out that they were not depraved predators, but honestly the warmest and most lovely bunch of people I'd met. I learned the real truth behind all the pro-life things I had been taught. I read books about abortion and trans rights. I connected with people in my town, and then started doing IRL things once COVID ended. And now I volunteer at my library every week. I realize that I'm not broken and disgusting, waiting to be saved by an angry God. I made real friends and really learned to love myself for the first time. But you've been waiting for the fuck up. I made the catastrophic mistake of posting a picture of my sister's wedding on Reddit. You'd think that was nothing. I thought that was nothing. But my sister's ex, who has been involved in a decade-long custody battle with her, did not think it was nothing. In fact, he somehow managed to find the post and then from there find my Reddit account. And boom, 10 years of content. Homeboy must have read through thousands of posts and comments, and he found the ones where I complain about my childhood, commiserate with people about how my family is still conservative when I've gone to the liberal dark side, weird poems about fights with my sister that I wrote at 18. He went through posts about my struggles with fertility and struggles with religion, and he entered screenshots of them into evidence as proof that my family was not fit to be around the kid. By the time I had been told what had happened, told to delete posts, it was too late. My dad had the screenshots, and then he went and found more. My whole family saw them. My grandparents called and texted in horror. My aunt across the country was dragged into it. Next thing I knew, I had text after text from my sister telling me that I needed to make a statement that I was a psychotic lunatic, lying about all of it. My mother apparently wrote a statement for me that said as much, according to another sibling that saw it before she tried to make me sign it. My sister claimed that wouldn't get custody of her. Wait, my sister claimed that wouldn't get custody of her kid back. That she wouldn't get custody of her kid back if I didn't either claim psychosis or sign a statement to that effect. Because that's perjury, though, I did not. Because see, I'm not a lunatic. I'm a dumbass who overshares on Reddit. Who isn't? And I've been diagnosed with depression. Who hasn't? But psychotic? No. I wrote my own statement, basically laying out all of what I just said. I was a sheltered kid who used the internet badly, and some of what I had said online has been said without the full knowledge of their respective situations. But my mistakes were my own. And because my sister had been adamant that I needed to call myself psychotic, and my mother had already written something for me, I thought it best to send to my sister's lawyer directly, so that nothing could be added or amended without my knowledge. This was rather, apparently a big mistake. I woke up to an email from my sister about how she can't believe I would imply I don't trust her. Would you? And how I'm going to die alone without any friends or family. She's going to paint me in the court as psycho anyway, because only a crazy person would, checks notes, talk to a lawyer in a legal situation instead of the person who already seems to have made plans to have you perjure yourself. My whole family basically hates me, and that's the end of that. All in all, you might agree, no great loss, and it's not. No, friends, the loss is this Reddit account. 10 years of karma, 10 years of relationships and carefully curated content. I shall have to start again with a new account, hopefully much more anonymous this time around. I'm torn between never touching this account again and using it as my new account exclusively for writing r/erotica content, since now I know my father will be looking at all my posts in disapproval anyway. Might as well lean into it. I'd say I'll catch you all on the flip side, but I really hope I'm not caught anywhere. I am so ready to go back being just another anonymous face in the Reddit crowd, and this time I plan to stay that way. TLDR, I used Reddit like a personal diary for a decade, and much like what happened with my actual diary when I was 10, my family found it, and it's basically destroyed our relationships.
Dang. I mean, the only fuck up is the thought of anonymity. Otherwise,
Yes.
you're just living your life, being yourself, and then sounds like your family is certifiably crazy. Like if they're trying to get you to say that you're psychotic and a lunatic, and that they want you to lie to the court. So yeah, that don't do any of those. And honestly, just keep the account. Just post the most heinous shit. Just because, damage is already done. Not going to do any worse.
I hate my brain sometimes.
We love it though. Let that free flag fly, man.
My brain went straight to the TikTok ban. Just post whole.
Hey, Dad, you want to look at my account?
What's the fastest way to get somebody to stop watching? Just whole. I mean, hey, tell me I'm wrong though. Like,
might be a source of income afterwards. I mean, start that
true.
OF, start the
True.
any of the other styles, but yeah, that's the only fuck up.
Yeah, that like Reddit. Okay, everybody, listen to what we have to say here. Reddit is not anonymous. Okay,
Nope.
Okay. So let's say it again. Reddit is not anonymous.
It is
so
not.
There is a reason people make throwaway accounts for aggressively how would you say condemning posts, things that could get back to them or on them. So be smart. Don't use your main for everything. However, I agree with Sam. Stand on fucking business. Keep the account. Like,
Yeah.
Damage you're in this far.
Yep. I mean, sounds like you're okay with yourself at this point. Like, just live your life.
Think of it like this though. use your account as a means to show that people can change. You just said yourself, you go back 10 years, homophobic, bigot, transphobic, right? Here you are now, living the real you. People can change.
Yeah.
That's a testament. I can use it.
Mm-hmm.
And post hole. Oh man. I like this is the thing is too, have you ever, I mean, I believe you have, but I'll ask, have you ever been like involved in any situation where like Catholicism was involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You and I both know then, because you remember I used to be like ultra religious.
Yep.
And I would say I was more like Baptist.
Yeah,
Leaning
definitely a little bit Southern Baptist.
Yeah, leaning Southern Baptist for sure.
Like evangelical, like
yeah. Even today I am still religious. Like I still believe what I believe, but I'm not in in that. But I will say there's been times where I've seen families like this. Bruh. It's creepy.
I was a point of controversy with 2 ex-girlfriends. One was Catholic.
Yes, you were.
One was
yes,
Baptist.
You were. I forgot about that.
I was. And that's because I had long hair and wore metal t-shirts. And so one of them went as far as, I'm sure probably both of them, but one of them for sure definitely went as far as stalking my Facebook profile and just giving an immediate hard no.
Yeah,
and then the other one, they gave me a chance. Like they were nice enough to at least like welcome me in, have dinner. And like once they kind of heard me out, they were somewhat okay with it, but they still thought that like she was kind of going through a rebellious phase with me.
I remember one of them. I'm trying to remember the other one. You don't have to say it. But
Yeah,
I'll
say him after. Yeah, but
yeah. Because I remember,
yeah, I've definitely been involved.
Yeah, you have. Shit, I forgot all about that. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. All right, shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. All right, buddy. You get the update
right.
and the original post. So
yep.
have fun.
So we're gonna start with that original one, which was actually not that long ago. It was 9 days ago. From the goodest goonette. And the title.
Yeah, we using our jerkmate ranked tags now.
You were obsessed with jerkmate ranked,
dude. I love the memes.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna say this for everybody at home. I have flooded his DMs with so many jerkmate ranked memes. They're just too good, dude.
They are very funny, but I legit can look over to my wife and be like, "It's gonna be a jerkmate ranked meme," and I pull it up, and sure enough, there.
This is one time. So you know when you go onto Instagram and you can like go into the search page, it'll show you like different things from what you like. So I would go into one that was a reel. It was a jerkmate ranked meme. Scroll the next one, same thing. Scroll the next one, same thing. I kept scrolling and it was just one after the other. I'm like, oh God, now what have I done?
Meta's just like, all right, keep feeding it. He's gonna keep consuming.
Give it to him. Right. All of it.
So 9 days ago, from the goodest goonette. Today I fucked up by letting my boss find out I have sex with his parents.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to skip the update parts at the beginning because for some reason I put them at the beginning. I, female 23, and my partner go swinging and frequent sex/BDSM clubs. It's just part of our lives and we enjoy it. Now, very few of the people in these clubs have I ever seen in the wild, and I keep that part of my life separate from my work and regular daily life. I don't keep it a giant secret or anything. It's more just the relationships are separate. Usually at these parties or clubs, you begin getting in a circle of people, I'm assuming, who you vibe with, and who you share kinks with and whatnot. And for me, this has included a couple in their 60s who I have a lot of fun with. We have been to their place a few times where they host these parties. Well, this morning, while I was at work, I was talking with my partner on the phone about the couple having invited us and a few others over for a party. And I just said something like, Sue and Lewis is hosting this this Saturday. It's at their vacation house this time in... I didn't think anything of it and didn't think to lower my voice. I wasn't saying anything explicit. My boss overheard me and said how weird it was because it sounded like we were going to be going to his parents' house, which obviously couldn't be. I kind of laughed it off, but he seemed weirded out. Now, he doesn't have their last name, so I figured, okay, not related. Well, this Saturday, we went to the party at Lewis and Sue's. All was good and fun, but then a car arrives in the driveway kind of late. There are maybe 10 people here at this point, doing various stuff and all naked. There are toys everywhere and porn on the TV. Lewis and Sue just go, oh, fuck, and put on robes and try to rush cleaning up because they recognize that it's their son's car. Most of us aren't super drunk, but we have had a drink or two, and not everyone gets the message of get up and act normal. We are trying to hide things and stuff while they talk to him at the door. We are all obviously caught, but in our slight drunkenness, we thought we had a shot at playing it out cool. Anyway, we hear this guy, who we just know is their son, yell the most heinous things at his parents and how disgusted he is. I recognize his voice and peek out. Don't judge me. I wasn't thinking straight, okay? And he sees me, and I quickly hide again. To be clear, I did not know they were his parents. He yells out my name and says he will see me Monday. He rushes out and drives away. Very dramatic, in my opinion. Lewis and Sue were honestly very chill about it. I guess they don't have the best relationship to begin with. I don't know, to be honest. They said the main reason they were so panicked at first was because they thought the grandkids would be in his car. He apparently took his wife's last name, which is why I didn't think they were his parents also. Guess we will see if I have a job on Monday. TLDR, went to a sex party with a couple, which turned out to be my boss's parents. Quick update, so this is not the actual TIFU update. It's in the same post. Quick update, currently at work, and my boss hasn't showed up for work this morning. I have received several messages from his wife calling me a whore, a disgusting slut, etc. She also wrote that she bets I have tried to trick her husband into sex. Never had sex with this guy, and never have I wanted to. She also tried calling me several times. First time I picked up, and she was just completely out of reach and screamed at me about how I would be dragging her children's grandparents to hell. I have also talked to Sue and Lewis, and we might meet today or tomorrow and talk in person since this texting and calling around and across is too much. I honestly just feel bad for Sue and Lewis and feel guilty and like it's my fault. Also, I'm Norwegian, just for those who believe I'm in America. I'm not. And now for the update.
Before we do that, the first comment on that post, on the bright side, if there are repercussions at work, you can hit him with repeated, I banged your mom as you pack up your desk.
Dude, that office drama would be nuts.
Oh, this is the tea we live for. All right.
Today I have update. I have sex with my boss's parents. Firstly, I have my job and I will keep my job unless he makes work uncomfortable. This isn't really that relevant, but it's a bit of tea, and I'm a lover of tea myself, and we'll share some here. I have talked to Sue and Lewis in person today. They were both very apologetic about the whole thing, which I felt I was the one who should apologize. Okay, so turns out my boss has cheated on his wife several times, and that she then cheated on him in retaliation, I guess. She apparently cheated with one of my boss's paddle friends, someone he saw as a close friend. Just super messy stuff from both sides. Sue and Lewis told me that they haven't had a good relationship with him for like 5 years or so because he did some other stuff with finances and or their savings and caused lots of family issues, I guess. I'm not going to share details, but it's fucked up. He apparently blames them, his parents, for this thing that happened and is extremely upset that they didn't want to pay for him to get out of it. They have talked to both my boss and his wife, and they are still furious, and apparently my boss wants me fired, but doesn't know how to. And his wife is just a crazy bitch, honestly. She thinks I have had sex with her husband, I haven't, and his parents, guilty, to get back at her for what I don't know. I never met her. And she thinks I'm behind their money troubles and that I have manipulated them into a sex cult. I've contacted HR. I just said it was a get-together and didn't share details. And the company has told me he essentially can't do anything. I've also been told I can be moved to a different part of the company if I ever wish to. I have everything from his wife saved to too, just in case. They're both very conservative and religious, which is part of why the family doesn't talk with them much, other than contact with the grandkids. His wife is convinced that I have slept with her husband. I don't know how she got this idea. It's very messy, but I don't think it's actually about me, but rather just them being toxic together. My boss insists that his parents stop the parties and especially stop being with me and my boyfriend, and that we cut contact. Neither me, my boyfriend, nor Sue and Lewis want to cut contact. We have fun together, and we don't see why we should stop just because they want us to. It's not like we will tell him or anyone about it. Sue also made me a lasagna to bring home, so we didn't have to think about food when we had the stress on us. She's literally the sweetest lady. I feel much better knowing he can't do anything and that I will still have a job where I feel safe no matter what he decides to do. I don't have any updates from my boss or his wife, but I'll try to update if anything does happen. As much as I love hearing other people's drama, I do hope I won't hear from either of them again. To those who have told me to get help or called me XYZ of derogatory words and assumptions, 1, I'm not a sex worker, but if I was, it is none of your business. 2, get over yourself, have sex, eat some pussy or suck some dick, go look at a pair of tits, and live life instead of being so damn bitter. So with all due respect, kiss my ass. And I'm not going to read that TLDR.
That post, that last paragraph, took the words right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, there's not really much I can add there. But
no,
holy
this
shit.
is look. We live in a world where people bang. I've said time and time again, like, I wish we could live like the ancient Greeks, dude. Everyone just banging and drunk and partying all the time, and no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, here's the thing. We're all adults. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you're an adult. If you're not, you should probably click off of this video. Yeah. Yeah. Or tell your parents. There's penis on the screen. There's penis. But no, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, we all live our life. Live your fucking life, man. Like, it's funny that back-to-back stories are about conservative religious individuals. But I'm gonna say this, especially knowing that the boss and his wife have cheated on each other multiple times. Usually Sam and I would say, you should seek therapy, you know, try and really work things out. Not get the fuck out of there.
They just need to get divorced. Like, at this point, like, if there's just that much drama and bullshit, just get the fuck out. Like,
please.
But
for everyone,
you know, I don't even, just leave. But
I mean, honestly, like, you know, it's people like this I'm very happy for. It's like, look, you found your niche. Live your fucking fun, man. If you want to bang for hours with, you know, fucking, you know, grandma and grandpa for a bit, fucking go after it. Like, hey, good on them. Good on them. Real talk. Good on grandma and grandpa.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. They're out here just like, time to let it breathe, baby. I mean, I don't even need to read comments on this. This is, I'm giving this one a round of applause. This is good. This is good. Yep. All right, moving on.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button while you're here and join the Lousy Listeners. And also, click the join button. For $2.99 a month, you can become a Lousy member where you can get some awesome perks, cool emotes, and interact with Sam and I. Also, click the link to join our Discord and have fun with all the other Lousy Listeners. Let's get back to the video.
Number 2 on the week. Today I fucked up by misunderstanding my gynecologist. Where is this going? This actually happened on Thursday, but my soul has only just now come back to my body. Oh, God. I visited the gynecologist on Thursday for my yearly exam. I see a male gynecologist, and while he's a little awkward, he's a very nice guy, a good doctor, and hasn't given me creep vibes. Before he came in, I took everything off except my socks and put on the little gown they gave me. I settled on the bed, and then he entered. We make a little bit of small talk just so we're not in silence. Go through any concerns, anything you need to bring up since last visit, etc. And then it's time for the old peek. I put my legs in the stirrups and he begins his exam. He must be feeling awkward from the silence because after a minute he says, "Oh, you must have a cat, huh?" I do have a couple of cats, but I hadn't mentioned that to him. My brain short circuits. How can he tell I have cats just from looking at my vagina? Does it smell like cats down there? So I say, why? Does my vagina smell? He must have interpreted my question as, why does my vagina smell? And he said, I'm not smelling anything right now. Can you describe the smell? My brain goes into overdrive. What the fuck does he mean? Can I describe it? He's the one down there. So I clarify, can I describe the cat vagina smell? He pauses and sits up straight and just says, what? And so I say, do I smell like cats down there? How could you tell I have cats? His face turns bright red and he points to my foot in the stirrup, or more specifically, the cat socks I'm wearing, which also happen to have a single white cat hair clinging to the sock. I said, oh, I thought my vagina smelled like cats or something. He shook his head and he very quickly finished up. So my vagina doesn't smell like cat, but I don't think I can go back to it. TLDR, I thought my gynecologist could smell cats on my pussy.
Nope, gotta find a new one.
Oh,
Never, ever, ever go back.
nah.
Maybe even burn the place down. Like, honestly. Not actually. Arson's never funny until it's funny. But
Oh my god. Woo.
I don't even know where to start. Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh my god. You just stop talking at that point. Like just don't say anything else. Oh, why does my pussy smell like pussy? I'm fucking crying, dude.
These schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Oh my god. Yup. You fucked up.
Yep, moving on.
Moving on. All right, buddy. You get the last one here.
Okay.
Whew.
And for our number one fucker of the week, which I'm amazed this last one didn't beat it out, but like, how old is it? Hang on.
The last one.
They're the same age. Okay.
Yeah, same age.
And they're about the same. So it's neck and neck.
It's neck and yeah, literally it's 15K and 15K.
About a pussy hair away from each other. Anyway. While Joe dies, I'll go ahead and read the number one fuck up of the week, which is today I fucked up by realizing my chronic medical issue was my fault, and a pedicure helped me solve it. I've suffered from canker sores most of my life, white, painful mouth sores, sometimes multiple at once. Sometimes they be in the back of my throat or on my I almost said vulva. Holy shit. On my uvula, not vulva. That'd be weird. Which was especially painful, and I bet it would be, and made swallowing and breathing awful. I would have at least one a month, sometimes more. It was rare for me to have zero. I saw.
Give me a second, please. I can't.
Should I cut?
Oh shit! Oh shit! That fucking got me. Oh shit! Oh shit!
gonna say I got pussy on the brain.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, Sam. Continue.
Oh, okay. Recap: bunch of canker sores, not on the vulva, on the uvula. Obi can't breathe or swallow, and neither can Joe apparently.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Just keep going.
Yep.
We're getting
I saw
through this.
I saw so many doctors about this. Canker sores are unfortunately caused by a wide array of things, and it's different for each person. Not super well understood by the medical community. Too much citrus? I had an addiction to orange soda, so that checks out. Too much stress? I raised my siblings while my parents were never home, so that checks out too. My favorite medical interaction was an 80-plus-year-old doctor I met at my college who said in his younger years he tried to learn more about them. So he just started prescribing random things to people to see what actually helped. Steroids had the highest success rate at treating them, so he gave me a prescription and sent me on my way. It worked like a charm. Less than 2 days and they were gone. And he had specifically prescribed me extra for the next time I had them really bad. He was my favorite. So I graduate college, move in with my significant other, and the sores start to slowly decrease. I rack my brain trying to figure it out and just resign myself to it having always been stress caused. Well, at one point, my partner catches me chewing my toenails. I'm very flexible and have a lot of nervous habits. How nervous are you? Fingernails chewing is one, but toenail chewing is another. They express their disgust, but it's not a deal breaker, and we move on. I do it less because I try to hide it. But eventually we start getting pedicures together, partially for fun, partially as a way to get me to stop. I won't chew my pretty gel-painted toenails. And then the canker sores stop completely, and they don't return. But I have to know, was that really the cause? In between pedicures, I go back to chewing my toenails for science. Sure enough, I get a canker sore days later. So I've since stopped entirely, but I so desperately want to tell other people plagued by this chronic issue that it might just be their fault and caused by something they'd never volunteer to a doctor or connect on their own. TLDR, was plagued by mouth sores my whole life, also chewed my toenails my whole life. Got a pedicure to stop myself from chewing, and sores stopped as well. My doctor never made this connection in my decades of hunting for an answer. Edit: to those of you who have messaged me privately saying you both get canker sores and chew your toenails, I'm glad this could help someone. The comments on this are hilarious. Love y'all. Enjoy another day on the internet. This is a 100% true story. Second edit: I'm a stats nerd, and I think other people are too. At this moment, I have around 1,200 comments on this post. Of those, about a dozen or so are people either saying this actually solves it for them or it explains their kid's issue. I've also had a dozen people message me directly saying that this is their exact situation. So let's call it 24 out of the 1,200 people who have engaged with this post. This affects 1 in 500 people in the world based on my rough Reddit stats. And that's only the toenail chewers who get sores. Even more, they have said that they nibble but don't get sores. Ew. Ew. You know, I'm normally not one to judge, but I'm a judge. Because that's fucking gross. But also, like, I'm the most anti-foot guy possible. So,
Facts.
Yep.
Look, this revolves around the same reason why I'm not a foot guy. Like, I'm not gonna kink shame anyone. If feet's your thing, do whatever the fuck you want. But like, them dogs been sweating and in the funk. They've been up in them socks with them shoes on, stewing and brewing. Lord only knows what you've been walking through. You walk through a puddle, them bitches been soaking. And you gonna think you gonna just take a little nibble? The fuck?
Sounds like OP wasn't just nibbling.
No,
OP was having a
like,
fucking
OP is breaking hip, like time for a snack. Like
Golden Corral's open for business. And I honestly hope I ruined Golden Corral for some people, because Golden Corral's a nasty place too.
Golden Corral is fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy. Well, I'm glad they figured it out eventually. And I'm really glad they stopped chewing their fucking toenails. If you chew your toenails, please stop. Please. For the love of everything.
I have nothing else to say here.
Yeah, it's a fuck up. This is the most fucked up fuck up, I think.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Watch out for those Bulbasaurs. Sounds like a really shitty Pokemon. Holy shit. Bulbasaur, I choose you.
Oh my god. Let us know which story was your favorite in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.